Hello again, Smite fans. This is going to go into game number 5 in this best of 5 series between Team Pandamonium and Tainted Minds. No one expected to get to this stage, Timmy.
No, everyone's told me throughout this weekend it's going to be 3-0 Pandemonium.
3-0,
Pandemonium.
15-minute games, right? Doesn't mean anything.
No.
And you know what else? I've heard as well, scrims. Tainted Minds just losing scrims left and right. They lost to a Challengers Cup team. But you know what the saying is, and the saying still holds true? Scrims don't mean anything. It's what happens on the day.
Yeah, exactly. What happens on the day is what matters. Plus, it's a much different mindset. The stakes are higher. The pressure's on. It's just a different game completely.
The stakes, as we mentioned, $10,000 for this split, but throughout the whole year, it's a $100,000 prize pool. So you want to win as much of a big chunk of that as you can. Shout-outs as well. We have to say to HitPoint, the winners of this series get one of these very nice varsity jackets for each member of the team. Looks very fancy. Wish I had one myself. And they've also provided some nice gear for all of us here in the crowd. So bans now. Team Pandemonium with the first option. First pick is always one in this series. Nuwa banned away.
It's a little bit interesting that they do Nuwa straight off the bat. I mean, they're recognizing that Slicey is just having such a great time with her. Just such a comfort pick. Nasha getting banned out as well. They don't want Road getting that one once again. Just take people up in the air, cut them off completely out of the fight. It just wins the team fights.
What I said last time when we were in this stage, Timmy, is that whoever won the last game would win this one. Let's see if my prediction holds true. Sobek taken away by Team Pandemonium.
Yes, and you've had grounds to say that as well, because so far, each time that a team has had first pick, they've won the game.
Well, you know, I mean, that would mean Team Pandemonium would win this one, which would go against my prediction.
Spoilers.
ISIS taken away by Tainted Minds. Really like that one. After the first game, they're like, no more ISIS.
Yeah.
No more for you.
You can ban out ISIS. That's enough to really slow down Ochita to the point where he's at a controllable level. He'll just pick something like Ra. You build a lot of anti-healing. We saw Tainted Minds build every single anti-healing item at least once, including Curse.
Kepri picked up by Team Pandemonium, unsurprisingly here. Surprisingly, though, Guan Yu not banned away. So Tainted Minds could pick that one up here if they would desire. I would say that's pretty much a no-brainer.
I would say as well. It also means that iDefine will be able to force out Sporks very easily. I mean, I put Guan Yu up there with Vamana, with how much damage you can do, both to the wave and as poke. So there he is, Guan Yu, as well as Thor. Give him that one to shred in the jungle as well. Give him something that he's comfortable with. And they've already banned out the Nasha, like I said. So that's limiting Ro's God pull to the point where it's more controllable.
And they were happy to give him the Awilix last time because there wasn't a whole lot of knockups on the side of Pandemonium. They can get the Geb and the Awilix here, but Guan Yu can't be knocked up during his Tail Assault. Thor doesn't jump. Janice and Ho Yi, I like these picks. I love the Janice. I'm surprised at how much we haven't seen him during the series. So much mobility for the entire team with the through space and time. So much damage with the unstable vortex as well. He's got a slow... He's a complete mid laner.
Plus, he does so much damage. I mean, you don't normally use the ultimate, the through space and time, for damage, at least consistently. So the rest of his kit makes up for that. He can do a lot of damage. Soul game picked up. That will most likely be going to Slicey in the mid lane. I don't see Gruff playing that.
No, Gruff prefers more of his physical AD carries. We can see Amaterasu banned away by Tainted Minds here, taking it away from Sporks. Sporks not picking Bellona this highly. He could still go for it here, especially if that soul goes towards the mid lane and they get something like a Chiron ADC. The Bellona makes a lot of sense with her disarm.
Polo also getting banned out as well, taking that away from Gruff. We know how much he likes to split push. And that's just really what Tainted Minds is doing. Okay, Pandemonium, they're aggressing onto us. We're pushed up, we're suffocating a little bit. All right, I'll go off. Chunga?
Chunga banned away here. Chunga is in a bit more favorable situation now with the Soulstone buff.
And she also got buffed herself.
So, you know, not a bad ban. I'm surprised that they didn't take away a Ra. Next ban, Athena, taken away by Team Pandemonium here.
Yes, I see no fault in that. They don't have a Guardian just yet. It could be Guan Yu in the support lane, but although that can work sometimes, I just think it's not enough for this given day, this given event, especially when it's the finals.
On her here, picked up by Tainted Minds, so that's going to go obviously towards Gruff in the duo lane. Something he's played before. Played it in game 1. Didn't do a whole lot, but still wasn't really the fault with that team comp in the first game. Now looking for the last couple of picks here out of Team Pandemonium. They still need their solo laner and their jungler. So Fenrir is on the board. Awilix is on the board. especially with a jump coming out from Arnher. Not the worst pick here for an Awilix.
A Wheelish is still on the table. Like, I'm expecting Pandamonium to pick up a Wheelish right here. Not banned out, not picked up yet. You do, like you said, you do have the jump from the Arnher, so you can use that against them.
And technically, you've got to knock up with the Hoyi. Gets the mark of the Golden Crow down.
Very
and
small.
Jumps onto you. Very small one, but you can still get it. Osiris and Hornbite's picked up. So the Osiris pickup from Sporks here going towards the solo. I like it. Anti-healing in his ultimate.
Yes.
As well as that, during packs, he provided some clutch plays with that Osiris. He got a double kill, 1v4 against Direwolves on that. So maybe just reverting to something of a comfort pick.
Yeah, a little bit of a comfort pick. Also, it's just you know, on a clutch situation, say the pillar from Gruff comes up, he's going to be able to walk right through it.
Last pick there for Tainted Minds was the Geb. So that's going to go towards Tomalamu in the support, obviously. Looking to get some nice stone shields off and things like that. You know, just support his teammates.
A very safe pick. I mean, you know, Athena's off the board. Capri's already picked up. So it's just going to allow you to, you know, fill that void. The only thing I could really see to get more is maybe a Bacchus.
Maybe.
But you get Geb before Bacchus.
I like the Geb as well because it provides a huge amount of initiation with the Cataclysm. The Stone Shield is great for Peel. It's got a knock up for Peel as well. Rollout provides a lot of mobility as well. You can blink in, get your damage out, and then escape with the rollout, although towards the later stages of the game, not really that viable. But I think Geb, once you get towards the later stages of the game, becomes the best support in the game.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Late game, Geb is the king of supports. Early on, he's a bit more of, you know, the shoe shiner. He doesn't do a whole lot. He has a lot of trouble clearing out the wave, especially clearing out the wave safely. Alrighty,
here we go. About to head into game number 5 of this best of 5 series. Crowd, how hyped are you that we're heading to game number 5? There we go. Some nice noise there from the crowd here at CGPL at the Australia Technology Park in Sydney. So, Timmy, Arnher and Geb gets a good amount of poke pressure in this duo lane, but against the Hoyi Capri, I just see them losing out.
Yeah, I guess Capri is very hard to deal with, especially with the Hoyi. If you use the Mark of the Golden Crow as well as the Ricochet very aggressively, you can look to get a lot of kills, especially, you know, if you stop the rollouts.
Alrighty, we're just about to head into game here, guys. Alright, on the left side of your spectator UI, under the blue health bars, we have got Team Pandamonium. Sporks, the Osiris, Lord of the Underlife in the solo lane. Row in the jungle on the Monkey King Hunbards. Ochita, God of Portals. Janice in the mid lane. Swayer, Kepri, the Revive Bug, the Hug Bug, as well as Subfloor in the duo lane, who's going to be playing Hoyi. That is Team Pandamonium. On the right-hand side of your spectator UI, fighting at the Chaos side of the minimap, we have got Tainted Minds, Divine in the solo lane as the Warrior Saint Guan Yu, Shred, God of Thunder, Thor crashing out of the jungle, Slicey as the Red Hot Soul in the mid lane, Tomalamu and Gruff make up your duo lane as the Earth-like creature Geb and the Lion with a Spear, Arnher.
He's the God of Earth.
He's the God of Earth.
You were telling me about uphill and downhill. That's got enough to do with Earth. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You can educate me. I can educate you sometimes.
All right, so taking a look at our solo laners here, neither of them have picked up their relic at the start of the game.
Well, you don't really need to do so early on because when you use teleport, especially for the first time at the beginning of the game, you're doing it back at the base. So you can just hold off, see if you really need it. If you're doing a lot of you know, aggression, you got control of the wave constantly, you don't really need the teleport, and you can get something a little bit more useful for yourself and the rest of your team.
All right, and we can see here, pretty standard start by both teams. Back camps into the blue buff, clearing the red buff for both teams. On the side of Team Pandemonium, however, they clear out the back camps before they go for the red.
Yes, and we can see that Tainted Minds did manage to get into the mid lane before Pandemonium, so they are going to be able to have a little bit of an aggression. Not a huge amount, as they do clear out the wave fast. Shred getting teleported on, a little bit of as frights.
Alrighty, yeah, Ochita with the red buff here should swing pretty early on here.
Yes, you know, very much, you know, early game focus. We can see on the right hand side, Spox you know, pushing out Divine. Not a huge surprise there. Just the amount of sustain that you can get out with the Death Soul on a Osiris is very hard to deal with.
Swayer pulls in Tomalamu there, but Tomalamu not too worried about taking a whole lot of poke here. He's got a lot of health and mana pots, so he's going to be okay with taking a little bit of pressure here. It's going to be what he expects here at the start of this match.
Yeah, so we can see Divine actually quite low. Does manage to heal himself up back to a comfortable level, but still getting bullied out by Sports.
All right, we're just going to pause here quickly, folks, while our team names haven't appeared up the top of the spectator. We're going to get that sorted out really quickly, but as we saw, you know, Swayer poking out Tomolomo a bit here in the duo lane. You know, what you expect from a Khepri.
Yeah, typical hug bug stuff. He grabs someone, and it just allows you to, you know, get a lot of focus on towards him. It also lines him up very easily. If the Khepri is up next to the wall, you can just move to the side with Hou Yi, get that double tap on the ricochet, and do a tremendous amount of damage.
It also forces him to potentially use the Stone Shield on himself.
Yes, well, no, when you get hit with a hug bug, you're silent.
Yeah, but afterwards, when you get out of that,
Oh,
you're still taking poke from minions, from Hou Yi, in-hand attacks. That's, you know, tempted to use the Stone Shield on myself, get myself out of that danger. He stole away Divine's Ball there. Very aggressive play there from Sporks, but the rotation was called out from the mid lane that Shred was at his back left camps.
And now they're going to take away the back camps, taking that away from both Slicey and Shred. It's just going to allow them to get more momentum early on in this game.
And this is what a Janus allows you to do. It allows you to rotate a bit more aggressively into the enemy jungle, because if you need to, you have a portal for escape. You've got relatively low here. Does have one health pod left in hand. Double tap there from Subflower lands onto Tomolomo.
Yeah, double bounce there, going to get Tomolomo. Just a little bit of health, a little bit more aggression. He does have the ricochet up just right now, so he's not going to miss out on any opportunities to clear the wave.
So Sporks actually stole away Divine's Ball there. Very aggressive play there from Sporks, but the rotation was called out from the mid lane that Shred was at his back left camps.
And now they're going to take away the back camps, taking that away from both Slicey and Shred. It's just going to allow them to get more momentum early on in this game.
And this is what a Janus allows you to do. It allows you to rotate a bit more aggressively into the enemy jungle, because if you need to, you have a portal for escape. You've got Threshold for extra movement speed. Ro here, perhaps looking to gank Idivine, who doesn't have his ultimate available.
No, but he is going to be Sin underneath the tower. And I think he knows that he's there. He's Sin very passively. Normally he'll come out, you know, trade a few blows with Sporks, clear out the wave, and then retreat back.
So with that being noted, perhaps Shred and Slicey can find something here in the mid lane. Shred does not have his ultimate available, not hitting level 5 just yet, so unable to really find any pressure onto the Janus. But as well as that, at Janus, you see a Thor ulting, you just pop your ultimate yourself and teleport away.
Well, he said that we've seen so far, the team that has the jungler that's ahead, especially in the player damage, is the team that does incredibly well. You know, very situational that the team with the highest damaging jungler ends up losing.
Alrighty, no kills as of yet. We hit 3 minutes 15 in the game. Series leveled at 2 apiece here. Timmy, this is the first best of 5 we've seen go to game number 5 in OCE SMITE history.
Well, we did see a Xbox Grand Final a little bit later.
True. That's
but,
true.
you know, on the PC,
On the PC side, no.
Yeah, and like you said before, Pandamonium, they were in the best of 5 at PAX last year against Skywolves, but they took that out 3-0, I believe.
Alright, Ro cheating here in the mid lane, clearing it out. Ro again did not go the red pot start on a Honbats.
That just tells me that, you know, he doesn't want to contest with a Thor, which is reasonable. I'm not too sure if Shred actually got the red pot. I'd be surprised if he didn't. But Honbats, like you said before in the previous games, you just wait until you're level 5 before you really do anything aggressive.
Alright, Cheetah, Ro, Swayer all rotating through here to the mid lane. We can see Shred over on the right hand side holding down the lane while Idivine backs. But Idivine has his relic available, should be able to pick it up and teleport back to the lane here. Left-hand side mid camp's going to fall the way of Team Pandamonium. Yeah,
that's going to allow him to get a little bit more gold. They stole away the back right-hand camps of Tainted Mines as well. Just get a little bit more gold and XP just in their coffers. Can we just... Oh, actually, Sporks trying to engage onto Idivine. Got the Judgment Tether. Maybe looking to stun. It does connect, but Shred is going to be able to...
Good wall here, spin to win coming out from Shred, and first blood to Tainted Mines. There's the teleport coming through from Cheetah, and the rest of Team Pandemonium. Idivine on the horse should be able to get away, and that is a full disengage sounder from Tainted Mines. Great play there, pick up a kill onto Sporks and burn the Janus ult as well.
And you can see Slicey is in that mid lane, very aggressive. He needs to try and retreat back a little bit. Not able to do any damage to that tower, just not enough time, not enough minions to help get that. But big win for Tainted Mines right there.
Ro taking a lot of damage here from Idivine, jumps away. Idivine can really afford to poke out enemies in the middle of the minion wave, because then he can just heal back up with that conviction.
And with his passive, you know, when he gets up to, I believe, 20 stacks, his conviction does double healing. You get a stack each time you deal damage or take damage. Tower Assault and minions combined together, you get an instant passive.
All right, Swayer here in the mid lane. Root Slicey, but Slicey really doesn't care here. He's cleared most of the minion wave. Swayer pulls him back in over the right-hand side. Sporks taking a lot of damage again. Double tap from Shred. Lands another kill here for Tainted Minds.
Tainted Minds now 2-0 against Pandamonium at 5 minutes into the game, just going into 6 minutes. Let's just take a quick look at the graphs here to see how these two teams are going. We're going to see the XP is pretty much even as well as the gold. So Pandamonium very aggressive with their farming, a lot of invades, and very efficient.
He manages to separate before Swayer can really get too much off the back of that pool here. But still, Timmy, 2-0 up at 6 minutes here. Are we going to see the series upset here?
We may. I kind of want to see. I mean, it's an underdog sort of thing. And it's OC history. I mean, the only time Pandamonium have lost a game is when they went over to compete in the World Championship. But, you know, that was a lot on their shoulders there, a lot of expectations as well. Not able to really bring it up. But back at home, untouchable.
Well, they're certainly not untouchable in this series here. As we mentioned, 2-2 sits the series, best of 5. So this is it, Timmy. This is all the marbles right here. This is the difference between going home a champion and feeling the disappointment of second place.
I believe Slicey has also promised us that if he wins this this event, he's going to get up in front of everyone and do a little dance.
Oh, well, that's something for everyone here to look forward to. In the mid lane, though, Cheetah and Sway just going to clear out this wave very efficiently. Slicey and Tomolomu going to be able to clear it up as well. Rowe perhaps looking for something here on Gruff. No, Gruff, I think he's got him spotted out. Hiding under his tower. If he goes out a little bit further, Rowe can look to pick this one up. Rowe diving under the tower. Anyway, Fino Evil Gruff. Purification's away, but he doesn't jump away. And he picks up Rowe. Subfloor, though, gets the kill onto Gruff. Janissault was burned as well, so that's very worth there for Tainted Minds.
Tainted Minds are just getting absolutely beautiful traits. That's the only trait so far where they've dropped a kill, but they lose so many ultimates.
I was wondering there why Gruff didn't jump away, but he instead chose to fight Rowe, so Rowe would keep taking tower shots. Tomolomu, they got a 2-man Cataclysm. Ochita taking no damage. Shred is pulled in by Swayer, but he's going to be all right with that as Ochita not doing any damage. But yeah, so Gruff stayed under the tower there so that Rowe would keep taking tower shots. If he jumped away, Rowe would have been able to follow and wouldn't have been taking any damage. Divine here doing some damage to Sporks, but healing back up most of the poke.
Now this is the moment where Guan Yu starts to take aggression on top of Osiris. He's got the Confession leveled up a little bit. Talos Soul probably max level at this point, so he can clear out minions very quickly. Blue Star Panda is still going to do a lot of damage, and Sporks only having that silver breastplate, not enough defense to try and defend against it.
Alrighty. If we take a look at the graphs here, I don't expect we'll see too much of a difference.
Oh, it's dead even.
It's dead even at this point. Slight trends upwards towards Pandemonium, but Tainted Minds, sheer force of will, forcing it back.
Doors going up.
Oh, Cheetah just barely managed to get out before the Supernova connected there. That was a good hit by Shred there. He's been a bit... what's the term? He's a bit up and down in terms of result, hitting them or not hitting them, but
a little inconsistent.
There you go. This is why you're here.
That's
the analysis.
This is why I'm the analysis.
Gold Fury started here. Rowe touches the double tap.
Ooh.
Good ultimate there from a Cheetah. Hits 2. Divine on the horse, looking for Pandemonium. Swayer, will he get stunned out? Managed to juke away. Good Fino Evil. Divine takes a double tap from subfloor. Tomolomu very low as well. Divine falls down to subfloor, and the Kepa revive used to save Rowe.
That's pretty important for Pandemonium. They are going to be able to try and look for a trade here in their favor. Gold Fury is up. They are going to be looking to try and get it. I feel if whichever team gets this Gold Fury is going to boost them in the lead.
50% HP. Slicey takes a bit of damage as Sporks leaps in. Rowe as well. Tomolomu gets a Cataclysm off, but he's in a lot of trouble here. Rowe picks him off here. They've given up on the Gold Fury thus far and are just chasing for some more kills and going to clear out the jungle as well.
I really like that decision, you know. Do a couple of camps. If you have to retreat, no big deal. Just drop it, walk away. They do manage to get all 3. No, they don't get the back camps. That goes to Tainted Minds. But they get the pigs as well as the red buff, which is a lot of golden XP plus the red buff.
Long term as well, exactly. The red buff being taken away from Slicey is huge because this is starting to get towards the stage of the game where Soul really comes online.
So throughout this entire game, it's been incredibly even. Tainted Minds performing very well with a lot of trades, but now Pandemonium, 2,000 XP, nearly 1,000 gold up as well. I think this might be an advantage for them to just grab on and keep on trading, but now they'll be getting ahead.
Alright, Slicey here has gone the Dynasty Plate Helm. A little bit of extra protection against Rowe and Subfloor, and Sporks as well. He does have the penetration boots online as well, so a lot of damage coming out of that soul.
Yes, and you can also see Traveler Shoes picked up by both Guardians. Look to try and move around as quickly as possible, as well as get as much gold next as possible. Try and hit as many people. Shockwave and Rising Dawn, very good for hitting multiple people, just gain those Travel Shoes passive procs.
I really like the Sovereignty pickup as well here from Swayer, because a lot of the damage that's coming out from Tainted Minds at this point is from Gruff. He's level 12, he's equal with the solo lane, it's the same with Subfloor. And Idivine as well, going to be doing some damage. Shred as well on the Thor.
Yeah, Idivine top of the charts on the player damage, over 4,000 damage, mainly because he's in the solo lane. Solo lanes always beat each other up and, you know, make up later on. A little bit of a weird relationship that they have. We can see Ro trying to secure the blue buff here. Going to go uncontested. A lot of people just moving around more towards the mid lane. And Subfloor just staying in his own lane, just trying to farm up, trying to get to that late game status.
Gold Fury still up. Neither team had an opportunity to take it during that last engagement. Shred walls off Swayer and Ochita, but not really for much here. Just trying to keep his mid laner getting some farm.
I love the Doom Up coming up from Ochita, just simply because he's Giannis. Giannis always get Doom Up because he's just so safe. Like we've mentioned before, the through space and time, portal, and threshold allows you to just have so much mobility. It's such a safe item, and Giannis swings like a truck.
Sports taking a fair bit of damage onto his tier 1 tower here. Idivine really pressuring this lane hard. Ro takes a double tap there from Shred. Not going to cause too much harm though at this stage.
Ro getting chased out away from the jungle, doing the fire elementals. He is spotted out by Shred. He does have Ochita there to back him up, so no engagement is going to be happening right there. Idivine looking to maybe rotate to the mid lane or loop around to the back of Sporks. He's just going to go in on the flank.
Mid lane, we can see Ro and Sway here, perhaps looking for Shred. Cheetah teleports in as well to clear out his wave. Slicey getting himself back into this lane. Take a look at him. It looks like he's going to be going towards that Telkine's ring for some extra magical power.
I really like the Telkine's ring. It's definitely a better item to get other than besides Demonic Grip, just because it gives you a lot more power just with the passive of it. Plus the attack speed on it, I believe it's 30 attack speed, is very fast.
Red buff here, going to be done by Tainted Minds. Four-way split there just to secure it in case Ro was in the area. Sporks bullied again by Idivine.
Yeah, we can see, you know, not a lot happening. Every ultimate in the game is still up. Bit of commotion around the mid lane, just people rotating around as they do. Mid lane sort of party lane. Ro gonna go ahead and ward up the Gold Fury. Just give vision on that. I love the vision from Tainted Minds. Look at that ward just right there next to Ro. They can see if they're going to try and come in around the side.
Gold Fury getting a lot of attention at this point. A lot of wards there from the side of Team Pandamonium. A couple of basic wards there as well from Tainted Minds. Neither team willing to give up this objective, especially at this stage in the game, a real kind of fulcrum point.
Yeah, Tainted Minds going to be going back to the base and pretty much in troves. Pandemonium realized this. They're going to go ahead and start up the Gold Fury. Slicing Gruff are in the area. They're going to go ahead and turn on them. Ro taking a lot of damage.
He used the Sacred Monkey to blink in there. Gold Fury was reset. It was sitting at about 50% HP before. Looks like an engagement coming. Teleport in from Idivine. Gold Fury very low here. Pandemonium taken, but a fight here. Ro goes down to Slicey, and now Tainted Minds are here. They're looking to fight Swayer. Caught between everyone. The hug bug. Nowhere to go. Idivine picks up Subfloor in the backline. Shred teleports through, looking for Swayer. Good route there from the hug bug, but Shred able to purification that away. Shred gets Cataclysm there by Tomolomu. Shredded by Idivine. Caver Revive used, but Weakening Curse coming out from Spock. Swayer so low. Can they find the kill? Gruff, no Slicey. Picks it up. 3 kills there for nil. And the tier 1 tower on the left-hand side. Gonna fall. Tainted Minds. 6-3 is the score, but slightly behind in gold. No, about even now after getting all those kills.
Just about even. That, like, we saw Pandemonium. They went up just a little bit. Tainted Minds, they didn't let that face, and they roll right back. Sporks impaled into the wall, just force them off. All members of Tainted Minds are here, but only Ochita and Sporks trying to defend this tier 2 tower.
There should be, with the heals coming out from Idivine, Tainted Minds can look to pressure this, but they're just considering their options here with the rest of Pandemonium coming back up. Might not be the best option, but Idivine in the face of all Team Pandemonium. Fear no evil from Ro is great. Heals away everyone. Double bounce there from Subfloor does hit Idivine. And now Tainted Minds going to back away.
I'm really liking the fact that Idivine picked up the meditation, because you can see right there, Tainted Minds, they're running out of mana, and that's what's going to stop them from going any further. The Guan Yu, This is why he's picked and banned so much in Oceania. He just heals up so much. It allows your team to stay alive for so longer. And if you get the meditation, there's no problem with mana.
Let's take a look at player damage here. I want to see who's been doing the most.
Idefine.
Idefine and Slicey, though. Slicey's the one I really want to focus on here. 5,500 damage, 15 minutes of the game. Good amount of damage coming out from a solo, especially starting off with a Dynasty Plate Helm and not going into that Doomlord. Closely, Sporks and then Gruff. So this is pretty much how Tainted Minds expect their damage starts to go. Shred hasn't done a whole lot of damage, but that's not what they want him to do.
No, Shred's more of the initiator, more of the, the peeler. Comes back in as he does just right there, going on top of Rowe. He does manage to get away, but the through space time just a little bit off.
That was a great play by Rowe. He held his teleport on the Sacred Monkey until after Shred managed to teleport away. Kept a revive onto Subfloor. Idefine looking to get it at the last second, but Subfloor still lives. Somehow Idefine under tower. 0 healing due to that Cyrusol stops all of the healing, 100% healing debuff there. So Idefine unable to heal up for the duration, that able to get it now. And now it looks like Tainted Minds looking to siege down the tier 2 tower. Ochida looking to do some damage here, but 5 members of Tainted Minds. Swaya gets the pluck on the Slicey, but the Stone Shield is great here. And now Tainted Minds looking to take down the tier 1 tower.
Idefine just kind of hanging out in the back. He doesn't want to get focused out. Needs to try and keep himself healed up as well as the rest of his team. If they take down the Guan Yu, they take down Tainted Minds. They have to retreat fully because they've lost a lot of their teamfight presence.
All right, Rowe looking to steal away the blue buff here from Idefine. Idefine spots him out with the ward. Sporks here looking to get him as well. Idefine dashed away, but he's still here with the Judgment Tether. Good Stone Shield there from Tomolomu. Idefine walks around the portal here. Shred, good wall, hits the double tap. Good knockup from Tomolomu as well. Subfloor here takes a lot of poke from Slicey. Shred up in the air, looking to land down onto someone who's going to be catches Subfloor. Subfloor, Purifications away. Tomolomu chasing after. Oh my goodness, what a double tap there from Shred. Subfloor forced the RC proc. Idefine's here looking to Shred. Subfloor taking a lot of damage, but manages to get it under tower. There's the Hawthorne cavalry charge, looking for Subfloor. Gruff picks up Rowe in the back line, and now Tainted Minds with all the pressure.
Now only Pandamonium only have the through space and time available to them. Spox goes down, Idefine picks him up. There's the through space and time, takes out Swaya out of the fight.
Subfloor goes down to Shred, spin to win. Tier 1 tower on the right-hand side falls. Tier 2 under pressure. Only Ochida and Swaya left to defend this one. Tainted Minds riding their own tail here.
They are absolutely riding off the high that they got last game, plus a game in the second game of this set. They are looking incredibly strong. Slash line 3 and 9. Let's take a look at the graphs, just see how they're going in terms of XP and gold. They are taking the advantage.
This is the first real lead of the game. You can see every time Pandamonium got a little bit of advantage, Tainted Minds said, no, not today. Today is our day, and we are going to take this away from you. And now they're taking away the tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
So if we haven't said enough already, the roster of Pandamonium have been undefeated in every set in Oceanic history for as long as we have had SMITE Oceania.
The one set they lost was in the invite ladder to Direwolves almost a year ago.
No, they didn't lose a set. They lost a game. They still won the set.
No, they lost the set.
Oh, okay.
In the invite ladder, they lost the set. They won the tiebreaker afterwards, though.
Okay, so given that, they can still bleed, and Tainted Minds are definitely showing that. Pandamonium, what they need to do is just kind of bring back that lead. They need to try and get as many Gold Furies as they can.
The Khepri revive hasn't been as strong as I thought it would be. It's really great discipline from Tainted Minds that they're waiting until it's off. They're just not hitting whoever's got that Khepri revive on them.
I think Idefine knows that ultimate so well because he was going in as hard as possible onto, I believe it was on Spox on the left-hand side. He was going hard on him, but he did it in such a way that if he didn't get hit with all the crowd control, he would have still got him without breaking his stride.
Swaya takes a double tap there from Shred, but not going to feel too much of the damage there. Shred has got the Spirit OP. I really like this, so he's finally recognizing that, yes, I'm being targeted when I go in, so let's reduce some of the damage that I feel. I
do like that more than the breastplate of Vela, and because he's, there's a lot of magical damage just in the form of Ochida. If he really needs to, he can't just get a Genji's Guard and fill out the rest of his cooldown reduction. Although I believe Spirit Rope gives 15%.
As we head towards the 20-minute mark, we can see 9-3 reach the scoreline advantage. Tainted Minds in this series locked at 2 apiece. My goodness, Timmy, I wouldn't have expected this. No one expected this except for Tainted Minds.
No one expected. Well, Tainted Minds, they were confident but not cocky at the beginning of this, and everyone doubted them. Everyone was saying 3-0 Pandamonium, 3-0 Pandamonium. Just about everyone, but they brought this back so hard.
Idavine here just going to grab his blue buff, allow him some more mana, some more cooldowns as well. Along with that Breastplate of Valor, going to allow him to be putting out the Conviction very early and often. Gold Fury poked down a little bit there from Tainted Minds, but not looking to hard commit on it at this point.
No, not quite. Now, if you go too hard on the Gold Fury, you end up exposing yourself just too much. Ochita forced away from the Stellar Burst, doing about 1/5 of his health, just not enough for him to be confident to just try and stay in.
All right, Gold Fury again started up here by Tainted Minds, about 50% HP here. Shred up in the air, subfloor, jumps away. That's his escape gone. Crashes down onto him, kept a revive as well. Idavine now switches targets immediately to Ochita. Subfloor manages to get out. Sporks uses the Judgment Tether there. Idavine is shredding him with the Tallow Assault. Subfloor forced to back here. This should be the tier 2 tower here as Sporks is forced away. No, they're instead going for the Gold Fury.
They're going to be going for the Gold Fury. Pandemonium have been split up. Some have returned back to the base. That is Subfloor and Sporks, two of the biggest ones that we're going to see for the secure. Ro is still around, still has to fear no evil. Gold Fury still not dead quite yet, just about 1/3 of his health.
Ro blinks in, doesn't pop the fear no evil as Tainted Minds immediately resets. Slicey takes a good chunk of his health there as Ochita uses the through space and time. Sporks, Judgment Tether impaled into the wall. Good cataclysm there from Tomalomo, stuns out 3 members. Down come the subs from Subfloor. Ro forced away here, so is Gruff. Sporks committing hard at him. There's the Lord of the Underworld. Stone Shield, though, is great from Tomalomo. Sporks looking for some more damage. A great pillar there from Gruff. Locks Sporks in place. Will he fall down? He does! Slicey picks up the kill, and now Tainted Minds need to retreat. Slicey super low here, but there's not enough damage.
Thor's up. They want to go back in. They want to go back in. Gruff is falling as well. Thor's coming in down. Double stun with that Anvil of Dawn. Ochita very low.
The double tap from Shred picks him up before he can go through the portal. Swayer as well falls down to Slicey. Oh my goodness, Tainted Minds, they're playing out of their skins.
They're going to go ahead, go for the Gold Fury as well. Pandemonium took the first Gold Fury game. No, what are they doing? Are they going straight for the tier 2 tower?
They can do this. Ro is pushing up there. He's forced to run all the way back down the lane or back. Subfloor, the only one left here to defend with 2 auto-attack based gods in the Soul and Arnher being played by Gruff. They should be able to take this one no problem.
He doesn't have the Sunbreaker either. Ricochet, not going to hit the mark of the Golden Crow onto Idavine. That is important because he needs to be able to do as much damage as possible.
And look what Shred did there as well. Rather than overcommitting on the tower, took away the red buff, gives it to Slicey.
That's an absolutely beautiful play. But Ro is coming in the back. He could be in a lot of danger. If they recognize that he's here, they could just turn and burn him. But he's coming in a little bit early. Fear no evil onto so many people.
Idavine's teleported in. Oh my goodness, the snipe from Ochita picks up Tomalomo. Slicey forced away, but so is Ro. Tainted Minds still looking for it, and they do get the Gold Fury here. Sporks jumping in, looking for Shred. Shred teleports away here. Idavine happy to take this damage as he can just heal it straight back up. Gruff takes a lot of damage here and falls down to Ro. Idavine though, with the horse. Shred lands onto the subfloor. Ro revived there by Swayer, able to get out nicely. Slicey though, taking a lot of damage here. Shred needs to get a wall to save his mid laner. This Apparate lands, but Ro picks up Shred. Slicey's gonna fall down here in just a second. Ro has a double kill. Ro not allowing that title of regional champion to slip out of his fingers.
And now he's going to go back to the base with just over 3,000 gold in hand. He's going to be able to get himself a nice little luxury item there. Come back absolutely powerful. Going to be focusing down the mid lane tower, tier 2 tower, and Idavine in a lot of danger.
Yes, he is, but he's able to keep away Pandemonium from his tier 1 tower. Look in the golden experience difference, about 4,000 either way, all in favor of Tainted Minds. Not the worst lead in the world for Pandemonium to come back from, but certainly something that Tainted Minds can look to exploit.
Well, Tainted Minds, they took that advantage a little bit earlier on, but they've been managed to on towards that advantage, just trying to keep a hold of it against Pandemonium. They're not letting them get any further ahead.
Ro here has gone full damage. He's now going into crit. No Breastplate of Valor, no Hardy Urchin, no Bulwark here. He's died 3 times, tied for most of his team compared with Sporks, who's 0-4.
Yeah, I don't really know how valuable the crit item is going to be on Humbats. It is more valuable if you have a build like Ro, where you have a lot of power, not so much, Breastplate of Valor, a lot of defense. His passive does allow him to have plus 30% additional crit chance on his next auto attack after he uses an ability.
Alrighty, 25 minutes in the game, approaching here, 12-7 leads the score. Tainted Minds in front here, but Pandemonium are of course the favorite team. This is a very tense set. The crowd is silent. All the noise is coming from the teams at this point. Everyone is literally on the edge of their seats, just waiting to see what happens next.
Well, this is an important moment for Oceanic history. We keep going on and on. Tainted Minds, they're looking incredibly strong. Aggressing onto Sporks. The Judgment Tether is gone to turret, however. Don't want to get stunned out in front of the rest of everyone. A little bit embarrassing.
Fire Giant started up here, just being poked out by Tainted Minds. They're not looking to overcommit on this, but rather debate. There is a ward there from Team Pandamonium, so they are going to know what's going on. Idivine just happy to heal up his team as they bait out this objective.
All the ultimates are on the table for every single player, so that could be a massive team fight breaking out in a split second. Swayer just gonna get his shield taken off of him. No real other damage at the moment. Shred is building, a bit more of a defensive build.
Idivine chasing out the hug bug there, but not going to be too worried about the consequences. Heals up his team again. Just the healing coming out from Idivine has been crazy this game. This is why we've seen the Guan Yu ban every single game.
Tainted Minds are in a very dominating spot, just in their positioning here. They are going to start with the Fire Giant once again, try and bait out the ultimates from Pandemonium. They need to be careful not to grip up too hard for Rogue to just
Slicey in a bad position there, takes a lot of damage. There's the Lord of the Afterlife from Sporks onto Slicey. Sporks taking a lot of damage here. So Rogue goes in, but so does Shred. Slicey taking a lot of damage, but so is Shred. Shred manages to teleport away. Slicey takes a lot of damage here. Good Cataclysm from Tomolomu, but Slicey falls down to Ochita. Subfloor taking a lot of damage from Idivine. Sporks body blocking beautifully. Keeping Revive out onto Subfloor. Gruff looking for it, but he doesn't manage to find the kill. Idivine looking very dangerously low here. Good stun there from Sporks, looking for Tainted Mind. Shred walls off 2 here. Rogue actually very low. Forced to run away. Subfloor low as well. Everyone on Pandemonium is low.
And because they've got the Guan Yu, they can keep on trading like this. They just need to hold out a little bit longer. Stop Panda from getting too far away. Sporks caught out position, impaled against the corner of the wall. They may be able to look towards a Fire Giant.
What a game here, Timmy. Back and forth the whole way. Tainted Minds not willing to play second fiddle anymore. Pandemonium desperately holding on to their title.
There's a lot of pride on the lines here, a lot of emotions running through these players, but they need to try and keep focus as much as possible. A lot is on the line. The difference of $4,000 as well as bragging rights.
Fire Giant about 50% HP here. Can Pandemonium get in there before it's finished? I don't know if they can. Shred goes up looking to keep away. Subfloor Gruff. No, it actually goes back in onto the Fire Giant. Oh my god, Ochita stole it! He stole it with the through space and time, and now Pandemonium are looking for the offense. Tomolomu walled by his own teammate here in a dangerous position as Subfloor's looking to get some damage off. It doesn't hit the Ricochet, however.
Everyone on Pandemonium except for Sporks gets the Fire Giant buff. Beautiful snipe coming out from Ochita. Perfect position with that through space and time. That is a huge win
The
for
Pandas
Pandemonium.
are on the hunt, and now Tainted Minds are starting to feel like an endangered species here. We can see the Gold Fury being started up by the defending champions.
You can see the grabs are still in advantage of Tainted Minds, but that was a big swing in favor of Pandemonium. Now taking up the Gold Fury as well. The gold difference is going to be 800 in favor of Tainted Minds, not going to budge towards the side of Pandemonium.
And about 1,000 is the experience difference. We're approaching 30 minutes in the game here. This one's looking to go the distance really and come down to the wire.
Well, right now, Tainted Minds, they could just stall out the game as much as possible. They still have a lot of towers, so if they do end up losing them, not a big deal. They're not losing, a high majority of the ground that they were trying to defend anyway. Plus, they've got the Guan Yu. The conviction allows them to heal up almost as well as a Fire Giant buff.
Yeah, so Tainted Minds have got a lot to fall back on, but that's just a lot of extra farm for Pandemonium, especially as we head towards the later stages of the game. These towers are just going to start falling down super quickly to a Ho Yi.
Right, Tainted Minds, they only have one more tower to pick up in that mid lane, plus the 3 Phoenixes. But Pandemonium, they've got all that money in the bank. Only the mid lane tier 1 tower has been fallen. Everything else is just waiting for them.
All right, tier 1 on the left-hand side, going to fall here, not even
And
contested
it's gone.
by Tainted Minds. With a lot of penetration coming through from Rowe, very quick to take it down. We can see the Deathbringer online from him now. Hopefully a defense item coming out from him at the end, otherwise he's just going to fall down. Shred up in the air. Tomolomu blinks and gets going with a Cataclysm, missing the ultimate does Shred, but now recommitting his Pandemonium. There's the Fino Evil from Rowe. Shred taken very low here, but a good stone shield from Tomolomu keeps him alive. Spork looking for some damage here, but not going to find it. Subfloor just focusing the tower, and he takes down the tier 2 tower on the right-hand side. Shred stunning out 2 members. Ochita, oh my goodness, Gruff nearly falls down there. Good Sanctuary keeps him alive, and the heals from Idivine, as well as that meditation we mentioned earlier.
Pandemonium now pushing up on the left-hand side. Phoenix, Idivine getting quite low, although Subfloor is quite low as well. I think he was tanking up the Phoenix F just a little bit, getting stunned out by the tectonic shift.
All right, Tainted Minds just pushing out the minions here. They still have all their Phoenixes up. Still got tier 2 tower in the mid and all their towers in the solo lane. So, you know, it's not panic stations yet, but certainly they've got to be worried that Pandamonium is able to push back this hard with the lead that they had.
Well, they only able to do this because they got the Fire Giant buff, and it's going to be running out on them in just over a minute. So, as soon as that happens, Tainted Minds need to try and collect themselves, take inventory of what they have, what they don't have, and where they need to be, and they could bring this back. They did it before earlier on. They can do it again.
Alrighty. Looking now, we can see Tainted Minds defending their tier 2 tower here. All 5 members. Slicey gonna back here. What's he gonna pick up? It should be the... Does he have enough for the Ratatouille? Actually, no, he doesn't back. Looking to stick around here. Just barely missed the unstable vortex here. Pandamonium looking for the tier 1 tower on the right. He's picking up some extra gold with XP. Shred going up in the air, looking to re-engage. Force down onto 2 members. Spin to win. Spin to win with a row, peeling him away. Shred taking a lot of damage here, but the Stone Shield keeps him alive just barely. Idavine in the back line, looking for the Tower Assault. There is the Supernova coming out from Slicey. Squawk very low, but the Temporary Revive keeps him alive just for a second. And now he's running away, but Tainted Minds have got the sustain with the Guan Yu.
They've been focused on Sporks at the beginning of these games. At the beginning of these fights, rather, quite consistently. They're really worried they can just, come in, shut down the healing from Idavine. The Judgment Tether as well, very devastating if you get multiple people on a stun. But look at this, Tainted Minds, they were losing a lot of their towers before, and now they're looking for this tier 2 tower in the mid lane.
Sporks teleporting in here to defend this tier 2 tower. Tainted Minds retreating a little bit here. All of their ultimates except for Gruff's are down. Divine, though, has just picked up his cavalry charge again. Look at this. He's got Mail of Renewal, a really underutilized item in Season 3, I feel. Gives you some extra sustain after you get a kill or assist.
I think he's overcapping on CDR by just about 5%, so that's pretty forgivable. It also allows you to regen a lot of your health and mana every time you get a kill, assist, or kill an objective. That means Gold Fury or Fire Giant. He's going to be very hard to put down.
All right. Looking now. We can see Fire Giant going to be spawning in 20 seconds, Gold Fury in a minute here. So the ward control is going to be the battle before the battle here, and it's going to be all centered around this Fire Giant.
Yeah, it's going to be important. Just try and get as much vision as you can. Also try and get as much vision in those sort of niche spots where you might not put a sentry ward to try and counter ward against the enemy team. Just know where everyone is, like right there. Just know if someone comes in around the backside, you know that they're not at the Fire Giants.
All right, Pandamonium pressuring, trying to take away the tier 1 tower. They are unable to get it before, but should get it for free here. They do. Shred lands onto Subfloor there. Spin to win. Subfloor jumps away. Here comes the rest of the squad, though. Subfloor taken solo. Tomalomu not able to find anything. Kept a revive onto Subfloor, but now the rest of Tainted Minds turn onto Pandamonium. Grubb boxing out Sway here. Subfloor, kept a revive is down. Divine takes a lot of damage there. Sporks walled in beautifully there by Shred. He's in the Judgment Tether, though, doesn't stun out anyone just yet. Ochita obliterates Idavine, and that's a lot of the siege potential down for Tainted Minds. Swayer pulls in Shred, but he's taking so much damage. Slicey picks up the kill. Oh my goodness, the unstable Vortex just missed Grubb. Sporks before he could get in the portal. Slicey has got himself a double.
A lot of important people on the side of Pandamonium are down. Finno Evil is down. Through Space and Time is down. Sunbreaker is down. Pandamonium don't have much left in the tank. Tainted Minds only losing Idavine. Pretty big loss that they need to try and keep a hold on. They won't be winning these team fights. Cheeky little unstable vortex just before he backs in towards the portal. Just a little,
That was huge. That unstable vortex meant that Tainted Minds were unable to siege that tower effectively. Shred, no health, no mana, forced to back.
Absolutely, just slows them down a little bit. Fire Giant's still up. Gold Fury is also up right now. Take a look at our graphs. We're going to take a look and see just what the gold and XP differences are. Dead even on the XP.
Even XP, slightly in favor of Pandamonium in the gold.
Yes, the XP right now, no one level 20 except for Ochita and Slicey, the two mid laners. Oh, also Graf as well. I can't quite see Subfloor's level. He's 19.
Yeah, he's gone a lot of penetration here, no crit. Gruff, though, look at that at the end there. That's going to be a Masamune.
Oh, I like those katakana. No, help me out. What's the
Katana?
Katana. That's it. I forgot how to say Japanese words.
All right, so that's going to be really effective against Sporks and Sway. They're all going to have more HP as him, as well as the Honbats.
It also allows him to have a lot more movement speed, an extra 10%, which can make a huge difference. He throws up the pillar, slows down everyone, so he has that advantage already, but he just gets even more, allowing him to get better positioning for these team fights.
Ochita chunks down Gruff's health here, but Idavine is there to heal his teammate up. Fire Giant, again, the site of the next battle between these teams. teams, it seems like. Everyone grouped on this side of the map. The left side is completely untouched. Shred making his way back through the mid lane as we pass 35 minutes.
It's looking a little bit like deja vu here. Tainted Mines hanging around the Fire Giant area, but there's no Ochita around to try and steal it away. Mantle of Discord getting picked up by Shred. Just, he dunks in, he gets focused down, and all of a sudden the stun comes out of nowhere.
I love it. I love it, especially in
It works
combination
so
with the,
well.
especially in combination with the Spirit Robe. It's gonna mean a lot of damage has to be poured into him, and even then you'll get stunned out.
And he's the Thor. He always stays right next to as many people as possible, especially the ones that they want to be trying to focus down. You get them down low enough, you stun them out with the Mantle of Discord, plus all the other crowd control that Thor has. You can just swing a team fight, focus down those squishy people, and just take the advantage.
Fire Giants started up by Tainted Mines again, just looking to bait here, trying to take an advantageous fight. Blue buff still up on Pandamonium's side of the jungle, but they're playing back very defensively. They don't want anyone to be caught out at this stage of the game. One death could mean the end of the game.
That really is what we've been seeing. You know, you lose a member of your team, it snowballs. It's a domino effect. You have one less person. Shred might be that person, but Stone Shield does keep him alive a little bit longer. Goes up in the air. That is a pretty big win for Pandemonium now that Antler of Dawn is on cooldown.
And he burnt his Purification there as well, which I think is even bigger because it's got a longer cooldown.
Much longer cooldown. I mean, he's got I think he's got maximum CDR at the moment. Pandemonium now looking to take the advantage here, trying to stay around the Fire Giant area, but they're going to let Tainted Mines just kind of walk in. Ro wants them to kind of grip up around the Fire Giant area so they can just come in, drop the Fear No Evil, and just spread them out.
All right, Tainted Mines here clearing out the wards around the Fire Giant. There is one just in front of the entrance to mid lane on the right-hand side here. So the Pandemonium still have some vision in the area. Taking a look at Ochita now. He's got his Rod Tahuti online, looking to build in towards a Soul Reaver. So we saw him chunk before. He's just going for the all-out damage build.
Just, you know, hang out in the back, put a threshold down onto yourself, trying to get that passive up. Or maybe, you know, just throw it onto an enemy who you're going to go for. Make them take extra damage with the passive as well. And just absolutely one-shot someone. He's been looking to try and take out Gruff.
Brawler's Beat Stick picked up here by Subfloor as well. I really like this against Idivine's Guan Yu. We've got two Pestilences online as well.
No Divine Ruin.
I wouldn't want it on Ochita anyway. He's not looking for Idivine enough. We can see now Fire Giant again being the side of contention between the two teams. Swayer takes some poke, but dashes away through the pillar. Squawks getting down some damage here, but not a whole lot. Shred hiding behind a wall, looking to get a good wall here. Looking for Swayer now. No, not looking for him. Both teams just looking for the optimal time to engage.
Yeah, it's going to be very important who gets the first kill because that is going to be what determines the outcome of the fight. Idivine needs to try and stay as safe as possible so he can just continue on healing up the rest of his team. Ro, we would normally say he's, you know, you take him out, Pandemonium at their weak points, but he drops the ultimate. That's what Humbats does. They need to be focusing down Ochita.
All right, Subfloor just faking out, attacking the Fire Giant here, but now Pandemonium are going onto it here. Not fully committing. Idivine teleports in, but is slowed by the threshold. Takes a lot of damage there from Ochita. Dashes away to the Sacred Monkey land. He goes into the cavalry charge. Shred is up in the air. Ro blinks away. There's the Fear No Evil. So much damage. Ochita just off the mark, but Shred taken solo. Swayer picks up the kill here. Tomalomu very low as well. Three-man Cataclysm. Knockup doesn't land because of the Purification. Ochita picks up the kill. Idivine super low as well, and Ro picks him up. Gruff running away. Team Pandemonium running over Tainted Mines.
0 for 3 so far. Pandemonium still chasing out the rest of Tainted Mines, getting rid of the Riffraff. Now they'll be looking for the Tier 2 tower, a little bit safer option than the Fire Giants at the moment.
There's no ultimates left on the board except for Swayers at the moment, and now now Pandemonium looking for this middle Phoenix.
They can possibly take this way. Capri passive is going to allow for a little bit more, you know, sort of sustain with those shields. But Sporks impaled against the wall. He has to be forced out. Swayer grabbing the Gruff does get picked up by Ro, and the Phoenix falls.
All right, trending now upwards is Team Pandemonium. Let's take a look at the graphs, and we should be able to see the difference here. It is a 5,000 experience, 6,000 gold. Look at the graphs up and down, and it looks like Tainted Mines' period of dominance in this game has come to a firm close.
Yeah, they're starting to kind of hit a brick wall at the moment.
It was that snipe from Ochita. That took away so much of their momentum.
That absolutely did. As soon as they did that, they Pandemonium regained about a couple thousand gold in XP, and they've been managing to take that to their advantage, just bring it on further and further. I'm trying to look at the two teams. I'm trying to say, who's the better late game sort of team, but they're kind of even except for Subfloor and Gruff.
I have to say, I think it goes more the way of Pandamonium.
I agree.
The Janus is just going to be destroying people. Ho Yi, more late game than an Anher. And Thor falls off more than a whole lot does, especially with the way Rose building him. Fire Giant now looking to be about 50% HP. Tainted Minds looking to collapse here and force something off the back of this. Fire Giant being committed on now by Pandamonium. The sniper's there. Pandamonium take it down, but Shred, he's looking for Rose. The purification is good. Spork's running away. The wall from Shred. Wall's off row. Swayer gets through a portal. Good stun there from Subfloor. The unstable vortex doesn't land. Tainted Minds not going to be able to find anything after the Fire Giant was taken by Pandamonium. Pandamonium retreat, reset, go back to base buy, look to commit to either the right-hand side or the left-hand side Phoenix.
Very clean play from Pandamonium. Get in, get out with a Fire Giant. We saw how much damage they did previously when Ochita stole their way with a 3 space and time. Now that they've forcibly taken it away, it's not looking good for Tainted Minds.
Now we can see Pandamonium reset, as we said. Just go back by. Cheetah gets a red buff. He's going to have that on him for a while. You can look for the Gold Fury here just to prevent any more gold going the way of Tainted Minds.
Well, most people in this game have got all 6 items. Most people are going towards that level 20 mark. The only people who are not level 20 yet is Shred and Swayer at the moment. So XP not really being a factor anymore on the graphs. Gold starting to be a little bit more redundant.
I'm surprised that no one's picked up Spectral Armor on the side of Pandamonium, given how much work Shred has been doing with those Thor walls. Yeah,
those Thor walls have just been absolutely beautiful. But like I said earlier on before, if you get Spectral Armor, then you can get played into the hands of Shred. Puts up those walls, forces you to burn a relic where you might have needed it previously.
All right, Pandamonium looking here to push in this Fire Giant and capitalize on their win here. They're looking for the left-hand side. Phoenix, Ardivine healing up his team. Rowe pushing up the wave in the mid lane. And now we can see Pandamonium Fire Giant buff on. They have got a lot of sustain here and a lot of damage. Let's take one final look at the player damage charts here. We should be able to see who is doing a lot of damage. Ow, Divine there takes a lot of damage. Stone Shield though prevents a bunch of it. Slightly top player damage, then Ochita, as we would expect. Left-hand side Phoenix being poked down here. Titan taking some damage from the minions. Now looks like they're committing Tomolomo 2-man Cataclysm. Shred up in the sky. Divine on the horse as well. Comes crashing down on Shred onto Subfloor and Spock with the Chalice Pop. Through space and time. One shot Gruff. Slicey solo as well. Oh my goodness. And now Divine is going to fall down to Row. Left-hand side Phoenix to fall down as well. Tomolomo, what can he do? The answer is nothing as Subfloor picks him up. Pandamonium making the final push here. They're looking for the Titan. It is at 3/4 HP. It's at 50% HP. Pandamonium looking to close this one out. 25% HP. Tainted Minds can't do anything. GG Pandamonium. They hold on to the title.
Pandamonium still being the reigning champion so far. Tainted Minds put up a great fight throughout the entire set. Great hearts. But at the end, Pandamonium take it out.
What a set, Timmy.
That was amazing to
Back
watch.
and forth all the way. That last match epitomized this series. Back and forth so much between these two teams. Incredible effort on both sides.
And the amount of discipline these two teams had. Didn't matter if they're up an advantage. They managed to bring it back into their favor. Keep on playing along. Try and bring it back. Take away the advantage from the other team. No, tilting so far throughout the entire day.
All right, so we're going to cut to a short break here, and then we'll be back probably with a couple of interviews with some players from both teams.